Faced with rising inflation, including record-high gas prices, Americans are the most downcast about the U.S. economy since the start of the pandemic. This according to a new Gallup poll. But inflation isn't all bad for everyone. We connect with an expert who explains.
Inflation remains top of mind for consumers. It's a broad increase in the prices associated with a constant amount of goods and services and is typically referred to as a negative factor. So who does inflation hit the hardest?
Inflation is really bad for savers.
Host of Afford Anything podcast, Paula Pant says retirees who keep most of their assets in the form of cash suffer the worst. But on the other hand,
if you are a borrower with a fixed interest rate, then inflation actually works in your favor.
Let's say you have a mortgage with a 3 or 4% fixed rate loan. When inflation is above the interest rate on your mortgage, you pay back your mortgage in cheaper and cheaper dollars over time. She says the same can be said for anyone who has a student loan or car loan, any type of debt that has a fixed interest rate. She adds inflation also works in favor of people who own a lot of tangible assets.
Something like a house or a car, or even art or jewelry, things that are tangible goods, those things tend to hold their value over time. And so inflation could be good for you, or at least less bad for you than somebody who has most of their money in cash.
She adds that inflation also removes the risk of deflation. That's when prices fall as a result. Factories produce less and are forced to lay off workers, which means unemployment rises in that case.